So I bought this car today. This is a 4-cylinder Pontiac G6. I was gonna build this, but I've actually already built one. Because I've already built one. But I don't want to tell you guys about this one yet. I kind of want to keep this a little bit of a secret. But yeah, G6 here, G6 on the trailer, both 4 cylinders. Don't worry about it. So I gave a car to a buddy that came here and drove it home the other day, but now I want it back so then I can build it so that he can derby it at a show that I want him to go with it, which is Beaton, but I want to have content for you guys here on YouTube. So we're going to take this G6 to his house, drop it off, pick up the car that I want to build for you guys, because I was actually super excited to build it for myself, but then he came to me and said he needed a derby car, so I lent him it. But we're going to go get it back, and then what we're going to do is we're going to build that car. So we made it. It's like 4 minutes from my house, so I don't know why we wouldn't make it, but we made it. We're just going to get the G6 untied, back it off, then we're going to go take a look at the cars that he has, and believe it or not, pretty much all the cars that he has, I've given him. Because, you know, a lot of these cars I get for scrap that are too good to scrap, too bad to put back on the road. You guys know which ones I'm talking about. So what we're gonna, everybody's got their car hobbies. You know, I don't look down upon you for having that car. You know, it's a lot different than derbies, but I don't look down upon you for that. Just joking, guys, that's a fucking sweet car. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna drive this thing off the trailer, put it off to the side, and then we're gonna drive the other thing on. Oh, what the heck is that thing? Fuel mileage 139k until empty. I don't believe that. This thing looks already bone empty. Okay, so G6 is out of the way. Let's go get the car that we're gonna get, and then we'll put the G6 in there. So the Ford Ranger is not mine. The Ford Ranger is his. And hopefully the Ford Ranger starts up and just drives like 4 feet backwards so we can get at my Subaru. And that's actually my Forester. Sorry, that's my Focus as well. Of course. Lock the Ranger. Don't do anything to the Subaru. So how do I get this Subaru out of here? I can pull into here. There's a big rock. But if I do like a 9-point turn, I can maybe get back onto the road. Let's try that. Okay, so he says the battery's disconnected, but the battery's in it. We got the Subaru out, but I need something to help hold the trailer tilted, so why not use the factory Subaru radio? Let's drive on here, and then, well, Moose is already inside the car, so he wants to go. He's heading up. It's kind of gutless. Maybe I cut the O2s out and it doesn't like that? I don't know. Oh, thanks, Moose. I appreciate you throwing up in here. There we go. Okay, it's on the trailer. Turn her off. Now all we have to do is go give back the G6 and then tie down the Subaru, and we're good to go home for a minute or two. So before I drop this car off the Cody, I thought I'd go through it. I found someone's half-eaten lunch. Cool screwdrivers, I'm going to go through those. A deviled egg carrier. I'm going to keep this because I do love deviled eggs. An ammo box full of ratchet straps. And a cheap fishing rod that I am definitely going to keep because apparently I've lost all my fishing rods that mean anything to me. Oh, I got a fish. I got one. I'm just joking. I ain't got no fish. We got it half-ass tied down. Moose, you ready to go for a car ride? I think he is. Let's go home. We're only like 45 seconds away from home, so I'm just going to sit in that car. He's a driver now. So we made it home, 45 seconds, you know. What is our plans for this car? One, to get it so it's peppy again. This thing used to be very peppy, now it's not very peppy. Not really sure why. I'll have to figure that out. Two, completely strip the car. There's a lot to this car, and kind of already got a lot of it stripped because I had a guy who said he was going to buy a whole bunch of parts off of it. And then he gave me a $15 deposit. He wanted the sunroof, all the seats on the inside, the dash. So I removed all of it and he left a $15 deposit, and then he never came back What a dirty, dirty rascal he is. So anyway, most of the interior stripped. So that's plan number 2. Plan number 3 is make it 2-wheel drive. And how are we going to build it? We're going to build it stock to our new stock rules, which is I'm just going to seatbelt all the doors. Now, unfortunately, these are pillarless doors, so I will have to drill holes to run seatbelts front and rear. And then from that, we're going to seatbelt the hatch. We're going to put an 80s bumper, chrome front bumper on the front of it, cut some holes in the hood, and maybe dimple it in the back and see how it goes. That's my plans. Basically what I'd like to do is see how well this car does in a stock class with minor upgrades. It'll be, I guess you guys haven't seen the G6, but it'll be built almost the exact same way as the G6 because it's basically it's basically the same set of rules. So yeah, we're going to be building this thing. I'm going to probably just put it outside the shop today. Tomorrow, because I got switched to midnights, I'm looking for something to do during the day now, so we're going to be working on this thing. So maybe tomorrow we'll strip her down and get her ready. There we go. I think it's almost out of gas too, so I don't think that's helping. It's very loud. You know what? Boxer motors are just different. They're just built different, guys. This is going to be a very loud derby car. If you guys want a loud derby car, apparently go buy a Subaru Boxer engine. So let's take a look underneath the hood and just come up with a rough game plan and see how much we can follow this game plan or if we're going to have to throw it out the window. So for you guys that don't know Subarus, they're a boxer engine, which means instead of the pistons running straight up and down like your inline 4 or a Toyota 4-cylinder where they go on an angle, or a V6 or a V8, these are actually 100% opposed cylinders. So the engine's very wide. Is that a good thing? Not really, but it's a very narrow engine. Like the engine's only about 14 inches long because the transmission actually is very far forward, so it can have the front axles come out of it. Downside to that is the engine's mounted very far forward, so we are probably going to get rid of the radiator and loop the lines. I've never ran a Subaru, but something tells me that's what we have to do on this, because there is legitimately a 1/4 inch between the radiator and all the fun goodies in there. So we will be stripping this. We'll be getting rid of the air conditioning. We'll be moving the fuse panel. I think we have to keep this, the mass airflow sensor. We're just going to be bringing it a little tighter to the engine, hopefully. I think we're going to keep the factory air box up there, ditch the air filter, get rid of all this fun stuff. Power steering we might keep. We're probably going to keep it because it's not going to do anything until it's too bad. But yeah, we're going to do that. And then I believe there's a fuse you can pull in these things. I'm going to have to do a little bit of research to see what I can pull out for the 4-wheel drive system. Apparently you have to take out some sensor so the transmission doesn't think that everything's kind of screwed up. But we'll go from there. We'll have to take a look at it, do some research online. I've never ran a Subaru. I've never seen a Subaru ran in Canada. But as of right now, I've got most of the interior already out of it. We just have to pull the seats out, the door panels, the glass. But I do need a dumpster car. I'm not really sure. I might just start up that van and treat that van as a dumpster car until the time comes. But let's get out of our fishing rod. It's like a brand new fishing rod. Like a $70 fishing rod right now that we got from Cody. Well, it came in the back of the G6, so thank you, buddy, that's moving to Thailand. We got a tarp so we can keep the driver seats dry. We got 2 bottles of laundry soap. Now, this is not fabric softener, so don't think we're going to do that. We got some live power baits to go fishing with. Maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow. A brand new jug of windshield washer fluid, so thank you. I don't have to buy windshield washer fluid. That shit gets expensive. And the last thing is this cool ammo box filled with ratchet straps. So we can hold down our gas tanks and maybe 1 or 2 cars now. So that's awesome. Thank you, buddy. I asked him if he went through the entire car. He said, yeah, he's leaving for Bangkok the next morning. So He's going to live in Thailand in the mountains. That's awesome. Thank you for the ratchet straps and the laundry soap and the bags of trash bags. But yeah, we'll start working on this tomorrow, guys. Going to be built the exact same way as the G6. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. I've never built one. This is going to be a giant learning experience for me. Hopefully you guys leave some comments of stuff that I missed. Maybe some stuff I screwed up, some stuff that you guys would do differently. And please tell me about it, because I'd love to hear about what I would do different compared to how you guys would do it. So thanks for watching, guys. And we're going to start this build probably tomorrow morning by starting to rip out everything that's inside of it. So take care, and we'll see you back here later on Zach's Workshop.